So, super excited. This is like the biggie. This is, can anyone guess what this watch is? So I've been collecting watches for a long time. If you've been following the channel, then you'll know. If not, then I'm quite serious, I'd say, or semi-serious collector. I absolutely live and breathe watches, which I know we all have different hobbies. This is mine. So I think it's just because, I don't know whether it's because I love anything with a working movement. So like I love cars, I love motorbikes, a lot like watches. I think it's just that type of thing, the engineering behind these amazing bits of kit that literally just do something simple like tell the time. It's insane. But this is a watch that has been on my list for literally forever. So without further ado, if I told you it was a 12-65-20 LN, you would know that this watch is, of course, the Rolex Daytona. Stainless steel, yes guys, yes girls, yes ladies, yes gentlemen. Here we have, what I've done, just so you know, I've put all the paperwork away. I keep the paperwork separately now from the boxes, so I won't bore you with everything else. I think you've seen enough videos of these to understand that you get the Rolex warranty card and everything like that. Boom! Look at this. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Rolex Daytona stainless steel, the one, the Badger. Absolutely, very, very excited. And there's a really nice story with this watch as well. There's a story with every one of my watches. Some are easier to obtain than others. As you know, these are not easy to obtain. So a very quick story. I emailed my authorised dealer. I'm going to say his name. Well, I'll say his beginning of his name is Jay. And a lovely lady called M, who I've known for a couple of years. Since 2019, 2020, I started dealing with this particular authorised dealer. So not that long in terms of like my relationship. It's what is it, 4 years, 5 years? And I have bought various watches from them. So I've bought a stainless steel Sea Dweller 50th anniversary 43mm. I have bought a OP41 green face. I've bought a Sky Dweller stainless steel Jubilee with black, and then this as well. So I've got a nice relationship with them. I really get along with them. And he's just been like the most wonderful person. Well, they both have. They're a lovely team. And they've fulfilled my dream to have one of these. I had quite an interesting year this year, which I won't go into detail with you, but there's been some family events going on, and you know, obviously work is going well as well, otherwise you can't do this type of passion. But we've had an interesting year, and you know, ups, downs, peaks, troughs, and I wanted to celebrate this moment or this event with a really special watch. Basically they obliged. It was amazing. They basically said, you know what, let's see if we, I mean, it's not going to be a 5-minute job. This is going to be, it's going to take some time. But basically, let's consider this for you, and let's put this down as one of your wish list watches. So if you've been buying Rolex for any time, you basically get a, you know, you can put yourself down for, you can't put yourself down for everything. But really, if you've been watching the channel, I've pretty much got most of them in terms of the professional models and different color variations. But I really, really, really wanted this. And so they have just been the most wonderful people to deal with. Speechless, really, to be honest with you, because it's such a hallmark watch for me. It's such a kind of, that's really what I wanted. And so that's the story really with it. We've had a busy year, some massive peaks and troughs, and they've literally done what they said, and I'm so grateful. So thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate it. I think when you buy these watches, what I would say to people that want to buy anything like this or collect Rolex, specifically Rolex, because they are quite hard to obtain, even now in 2024, even though things aren't what they were a long time ago, 2-3 years ago, where it was just like, you know, it wasn't going to happen. The market maybe not hasn't slowed, but people will not prioritize spending money on luxury watches. Obviously money's more expensive to borrow, and so when luxury products, they go to not the bottom of the pile, but basically it becomes a bit more of a competitive market, as you've seen with the grey market as well. They've things of some of the watches, not Rolex, but some of the watches have you know, decreased in value, and I'm not upset about that because I'm not in it to sell them. I'm in it to collect. So, and in a way, because the market has probably softened a little bit, it's enabled me to buy this lovely watch. And so basically that's the story behind the purchase. Very lucky, I've always said this, to have an expensive hobby like this and be able to afford it. Yeah, just over the moon. So a little bit about the watch. I mean, to be fair, if you're watching this channel, you probably will already know about this watch. This is the 2024 and what we call the facelift 126520. So it's the 116520 was slightly different because it had a full ceramic outer. This is basically the new one where, hopefully you can see this, it's got the stainless steel outer. So it's definitely a nicer looking watch because it's obviously it looks more finished. The only, I'd say, disadvantage to it is if you knock it, it's not ceramic at the end, so it might get damaged. But, you know, you just look after a watch like this, don't you? So that's a nice new feature. The baton hands are longer and thinner, whereas the 116520 are shorter and fatter. You've got if you see these lugs here, this is kind of mad, but they're actually even now, whereas before on the 10 o'clock lug was thicker than the 2 o'clock lug this side here. So basically they were uneven, even though it doesn't matter, it's still a beautiful watch, and really, unless I was telling you or you knew about it, you probably would never know. But they've now matched the lugs. Everything about, obviously it's got a new movement as well, so it's a 72-hour power reserve, so that's fantastic. And I mean, look, it is my Grail watch. I've even gone on holiday with it, can you believe? So we went to a really nice part of Mallorca, which is very much a family orientated place. There's without being snobby, there's literally, it's very quiet, family orientated area, so there's not a lot going on in terms of nightlife, so you felt safe to wear a watch like this. So I've never taken a watch like this on holiday before. I've always taken other watches, but I thought, do you know what, I've just bought it, so I took it away. It's absolutely beautiful, and yeah, it is just, I mean, the reason it's the most kind of wanted watch in the world or in the market is that they just got the basics bang on. Lovely polished and satin finish to the bracelet. The clasp is just a thing of beauty. All very basic stuff. Nothing, no, typical Rolex. Obviously, you've got your easy adjust there system. So if your wrist expands and contracts, you can move it. So yeah, just literally, I think with this, it was more about the story of trying to get one, and I've always wanted one, and I literally just am over the moon. So it's almost finished the collection, to be honest. I think there's always something to buy, but I'm very, very privileged to own a watch like this and wear it as well. You can see already it's starting to, I've scratched it a bit, but who cares? And just enjoyed wearing it. Really enjoyed wearing it. So yeah, thoroughly over the moon with this new piece. Thank you to all the parties that were involved. I really appreciate it. And well, I haven't done a lot of content because, like I say, it has been a busy year, but I've done another video on a watch which you might have seen already, and then there is going to be another video very shortly, and it's very similar to this. I'm going to say it's a sister video. So hold out, and hopefully you enjoy that too. As ever, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. I haven't got into too much tech today on this watch because I'll do another review of it, but this was really more about the story of trying to get it and fulfilling my lifelong dream. So thanks for watching. Take care. See you soon.